Welcome. I'm Gran. This is BINBUSTER, where I watch and review budget bin movies for you. It's our spooktacular spooky season here in October, where I watch all sorts of different movies in the horror genre. We watched, you guys could see in the playlists of the reviews we did, Alvin and the Chipmunks Beat Frankenstein. We did Midnight Movie. We've done 20 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later. We've done Patient Zero. We've even done, I'm trying to think. I think that's everything. If I missed one, I'm sorry. But today's movie is not like any of those others. Oh, You Might Be the Killer was the other one. I just remembered. Sorry. So those are the 6 we've done. Today's movie is not like any of those others. It's not a slasher. It's not a zombie flick. And it's not a cartoon. Today's movie takes the monster movie and changes it up for a whole new genre. You thought Jaws was scary. You thought Great White and What Lies Beneath was scary. Just wait until it's safe not to enter your own house. In House Shark. This movie presented to you today with this review by the Wine, Dine, and Storytime podcast. All their stuff will be down in the description below. Check them out. Those ladies are amazing. They do an amazing podcast. Hey, ladies. But anyways, here's a synopsis. When Frank finds his happy home under attack by a dangerous but largely unknown breed of shark, he enlists the aid of the world's only house shark expert and a grizzled former real estate agent to embark on a desperate quest to destroy the beast and claim back his life. That's right. The main character's name, Frank. His house is infested with a house shark. It's a real breed of shark, according to this movie. As always, I'm going to give you my good, my bad, my thoughts, and my overall reviews of this entry into shark movies. So, without further ado, here we go. The goods. This movie was full of jokes. I'm just going to name off a couple here. Don't want to ruin them all for you. The babysitter, the dad's going out on a date. So his son, who's probably old enough to watch himself, is with the babysitter. The babysitter's reading Moby Dick. For those of you that don't know, Moby Dick is a story about a giant whale, and Captain Ahab wants to kill this giant whale. How appropriate in a movie entitled House Shark that she's reading this thing. But she reads the Cliff Notes version and she has to use the restroom, and the shark comes up through the toilet and attacks her. The son wakes up, oh, I hear some noises. The dad gets home from his date, and they run in and see her get golfed up in there, and everyone says, oh, it was just bad plumbing. I don't know about you, but I've never seen bad plumbing do that to somebody. So the dad and the son decide to sleep outside in a tent because they don't want the house. The house is put on the market. They want nothing to do with it. So, and the other joke, the running gag in this entire movie is that all the men's names are after presidents. The main character's name is Franklin Roosevelt. We have Zachary Taylor, who's the expert of the house shark. He's a house shark expert. We have Abraham Lincoln. The guy really has also the beard of Abraham Lincoln going on too. It's crazy. It's crazy. Every man in this movie is named after a president, and it's a running joke. You won't realize it until they say it. There's even a scene that says, aren't you Franklin Delano Roosevelt? It's Delano. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, you're named after a president. So that was funny. And the best thing I enjoyed about this movie were the practical effects. I just want to get into that in a little bit, especially when they go and show you the shark. When he's looking out and trying to see who he's attacking, because he roams the house. He's not just in the system. He's not just in the sewage system, the piping system. He's in the entire house. They use a blacklight, like a blue blacklight. So if you put if you turn on the blacklight and place it on a white sheet, it's going to turn blue. They use that coloring to kind of view through the camera lens to see how the shark views things. I understand it's supposed to be like sonar and everything, which I appreciate. It's awesome. That little detail right there is epic. But like I said, practical effects, they actually made a shark for this movie. You see it half the time and you're like, ugh. Budget goes to that shark. It was in practical effects. Some of the stuff that they like, in one scene, Frank's crying so much that he is not always pouring out his nose. practical effects, guys. He gets splashed with blood and some other stuff throughout the movie. I enjoy practical effects. Doing stuff like that. Like, that to me makes a movie. You can have all the CGI you want, but if it's practical effects, it just seems more real. Not that a house shark is real anyway, so. But I want to give you my bads. You looking for cheese? Big, delicious cheese? This is your movie then. This movie is, the jokes are cheesy. The kind of like, oh, the head realtor wants this house sold so they can make money. If the bank gets foreclosed on it, they don't get no money. Oh, but sir, there's a shark in here. I don't care. Sell it. Yeah, that's pretty much. They're trying to sell this house, and it's a joke. The owner's trying to get rid of the shark. Yeah, it goes that way. It's cheesy, but it's a good cheese. It ain't that Limburger stuff that smells horrible. No. The dialogue in this movie is also another bad for me. It's horrible at times and unrememberable. I can't tell you any quotes from this movie. I can't do that. It just seems like some scenes are overacted, some scenes seem underacted, and some scenes just... Some of the dialogue just seems weird to me. The humans in this movie are just used to further the scenes of the shark, to make sure more shark attacks happen. Like, I'm literally telling you guys characters here, like Darth Squanto. It's really an Indian who has force powers. Really, he throws Franklin around with using a force choke, throws him that way, gets killed by the shark. Darth Squanto. Who knew? The expert is German. He's wearing lederhosen, speaking in a German accent. Yeah. And Abraham, who I told you about, has a beard like Abraham Lincoln. The actor is trying his best Jim Carrey impression, and failing most of the time. Yeah. The underwater scenes. There's scenes where they show the shark going through the sewage system. It's just horrible. It's hard to see. So I didn't really appreciate that. It was hard to see until he got to a light part. He's a shark. He should be able to see, and he should be able to make it seem like he could see that way. It was like a blue lighting effect that was done with distortion in post. I just didn't care for that. I mean, there were some scenes in here that you could tell was CGI'd with blood splatters and everything. Like I said, I'm more practical, so that kind of took away from it. But here's the thing. For being a horrible shark movie, for being something that doesn't take itself seriously, it hits it right on the nail. Sharknado realized that first. Oh, we're a serious shark movie. Then they're like, let's make fun of it, and let's get more and more campy with each one. And it was a good series. This movie doesn't take itself seriously, and it shouldn't. And it's a good time for all. I can't believe I'm saying this, that this movie is good. I'm going to give it about 3 stars. Middle of the road. 2.5 to 3 stars. Middle of the road movie. It's good. It's going on my shelf with some of these other horror films like this. Some of those other cheesy monster ones. Yeah. It's amazing. And as always, I want to say thank you to the Wine Diamond Storytime podcast. Thanks, ladies, for sending me that $3 to buy this movie. I bought it a while ago, ladies, but here's your review for it. I know it took me a while, but I wanted to do it right around Halloween. So here it is, ladies. Thank you for that. And if you guys want to do something like this, or like the podcast that wanted me to review D-War, you guys could send me $3. Doesn't have to be $3. It could be $1, $2, $3, $5 to my PayPal and Venmo. That's all listed down in the description below. You guys, and name the movie you want me to review. I will go out. I'll use that money to buy that movie and review it for you guys. It's a way for me to watch the movies you think are crap and give you my 2 takes on it. But anyways, I just want to say thank you to them. And then always remember, when you thought it was safe to go back into your house, and it says it even right here, you're going to need a bigger house. It's House Shark. Don't watch it at your house when you have a movie night. And remember, if you see the house shark, it's going to be big enough to fit a human body in, because it's going to eat you alive even if it's on the land like it did in the movie. Remember to dive right into that shark. Nah. Just remember to dive write in.